And the second one is about a British lady named Jessica Cox. What do you say about Nick Vujicic and Jessica Cox? We know that Nick Vujicic was born without arms and legs, yet he managed to overcome his barriers. And he became successful as a lecturer, philosopher, and, and an inspiration for many people. He has become one of the most popular personalities in modern world. And then there's Jessica Cox. She was born without arms, and yet she conquered the world by knowing that even though she was born armless, she could write with her feet. And she didn't complain too much about her disability. He could learn to operate an airplane, a car, using her feet. And she was successful in making it. Now we are coming to the fifth activity. It's all about speaking. Collect some information about these personalities using the internet, newspapers, or magazines and make a presentation about them. Find the name, the country, physical challenge, career, how he or she became successful. Okay, so for Jessica Cox, she's from the UK. Her physical challenges, she was born armless. And her career, she wanted to become a teacher and a motivator for many. And how did she become successful? Though she was born armless, she didn't take too much of her disability, and that she could write with paint, draw, drive, fly using her feet. And she became successful. As for Nick Vujicic, he's from Australia. His physical challenge, he was born without arms or legs. And his career was successful as a motivator, philosopher, and an inspirer for many people. This and how he became successful is he he didn't think too much about his disability, yet he became successful by giving regular speeches to millions of his followers on social media, on TV, and on radio, and physically. He continues to be successful, even though he will not complain too much of his disability. Okay, now we are coming to the sixth activity. It's all about reading and speaking. The teacher asked the students of the grade 10 class to read on successful people and write an essay on the person who inspired me the most. Two friends talk about a newspaper article and they are read upon a famous person. Role played the dialogue. Rasuni. Hi, Yoga. What's up? Yoga. Well, I read the newspaper as usual. Rasuni. Have you found anything interesting to write on our essay? Yoga. Of course, an article on a famous artist. Rasuni. My word! I think you have read the same article that inspired me. Yoga. What do you mean? Rasuni. Okay, can I guess what you read? Yoga. Sure, go on guessing. I bet you can't tell me. Rasuni. Why not? It's about Charlie Chaplin. Am I correct? Yoga says, Wow, well done! How did you guess it? Did you read it too? Rasuni says, yes, it said that he started his career at a very early age. Yoga. Yes. Rasuni, do you have the paper with you? Yoga. Yes, and you know what I did? Rasuni, what did you do? Yoga. I went to the library and borrowed his autobiography. Rasuni says, oh, great! Now you can write about him. Yoga, we'll get together and write. Now, let's discuss the answers to the following. Name the two friends. The two friends are Rasuni and Yoga. Do you think that the two friends are interested in something? Yes. Why? They are interested because they wanted to read an article about a famous artist. And it's all about Charlie Chaplin. What is the name of the famous person mentioned in the dialogue? Charlie Chaplin. Do you think that the person mentioned in the dialogue is a successful person? Yes. Why? He started his career at a very early age. Do you think that it is necessary to live in an urban area, big town, or big city to succeed? No. Give reasons. Even if you don't live in an urban area, a city or town, or even a suburban area, you still can be successful even in a place without so much convenience. Like in a village or rural area, you still can be successful. No matter what the hardships are and not whatever the barriers and no matter how many obstacles are there, you still can be successful even if you live in a rural or in a very primitively developed area. So success is the key. And now we are going to the seventh activity. And it's all about reading. Given below is a part of Yoga's essay. Read it carefully by paying attention to the highlighted words. The person who inspired me most. There are many famous people in this world. People can be famous for many reasons. First, a person can excel in one area and become famous. Also, he or she can invent something and become famous. However, there are some practical people around us who show us that we can do many things. Moreover, they prove us that one can become successful not only in one area, but also in many different fields. Sir Charles Spencer Chaplin, or commonly known as Charlie Chaplin, was an English actor, comedian, and filmmaker who became world famous, has proved this very fact. Recently, I read about him in a newspaper. This great person once said, "You will never find a rainbow if you are looking down." This statement shows how optimistic he is. Sir Charles Spencer Chaplin was born on the 16th of April in 1889 in Walworth, London, in the United Kingdom. His parents were singers and actors. After his father's death, his family had to face many challenges. As a result, his mother struggled financially. Hence, Charlie's childhood can be described as one with poverty and hardships. However, his mother earned a living by performing on stage. The situation became worse after the illness of Charlie's mother, Hannah Chaplin. He had to start work at the age of 9. All what he inherited from both his parents were put into practice. Small Charlie's willpower and talent made him a stage actor and comedian. At the age of 19, he moved to the United States and joined Fred Karno Company. Charlie Chaplin could win the hearts of the audience very soon. In 1913, he entered the world of cinema. Now we are going to